Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my Forza Horizon Let's Play series. We're just starting out today's episode by going to pick up our green wristband from Race Central. And we're going to just keep going along with the main campaign, just, cracking on these races. So last episode we got Ramona's Ford Raptor, and I am loving this thing. It sounds just so good, drives amazing too. Understeers into the walls, but hey, it's a Ford, they do that. So before I get too into this video, I wanted to quickly thank everyone for just hitting over 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I just hit 1,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks I've made, I think currently when I'm recording this, just over 2,100 subscribers, and I cannot even express just how much I really do appreciate that. I mean, it was just a few months ago when I had 500 subscribers and was getting maybe, 50, 60 views a video. And the amount of, views and attention my videos are getting now, it's absolutely incredible. And I want to just thank you all so much real quickly before we start. And it looks like that was perfect timing, because we are now crashing into the wall at Race Central.
Congratulations, a green wristband? This opens up a lot of new events for you. You're moving up in the world.
Alright, we got the green wristband. Now we can finally start going on some more intense races. Nice. So let's start out by going to, B class, D, and then C. So we might have to get a new car, especially if we want to do some D class races. But let's start off with the hot hatch hustle. And to do that, let's go buy a hot hatch from the auto show. So we can also look at selling some of our cars. I'm going to keep the Evo and the Mustang for sentimental reasons. And honestly, these cars aren't worth that much money, so let's just keep going and just buy a car. I'm really hoping the Focus... Yes, okay, the Focus ST is not a DLC car. Thank you, Forza. Let's do that. Focus ST. And I think... See, they don't offer this thing in the same color that my Fiesta ST is, but let's go with the Performance Blue. I love this color. I think it looks so good in all the Fords. Alright, so let's head over to our first Hot Hatch Championship. I believe it was a B-class event, so let's just double check that. Yes, okay, so I'm going to upgrade this thing a little more before we get there. This thing is really quite nice to drive, actually. So let's upgrade this thing to appropriate level in B-class. And then, alright, so tires. Now race tires is too extreme. Let's go with Sport. And then... let's go with 255s all around. Wheels, actually don't mind the stock wheels on this thing, so let's give it a little more power. And then, so 493, 498, and then maybe a flywheel will get us. 499. Can I maybe put a clutch in? Oh no, I can't put a, maybe, oh no. Perfect. D500. And now that is how you upgrade a car to be competitive. This thing just blows the tires off in first and second gear. I love it. So much fun. So while we're on the way to this event, I wanted to share some channel news with you guys. So recently I have ordered a brand new PC, and it is going to allow for much better quality videos and video editing in the future. It should be here within the next maybe week or two. It's going to, first off, allow me to render videos in 1080p instead of just 720. Oh my good. Okay, oh. That was kind of cool. What I was trying to say there before I just committed die in the focus was it's going to allow for rendering in 1080p and I believe maybe 1440, but I don't hold me to that, but for sure 1080p, which is going to be a big upgrade from the 720p that I can only render. My laptop cannot handle any more than 720p rendering, so this is going to be a big help. So yeah, it's going to allow for just much more higher quality uploads in the future, and it's going to be definitely a huge step in bringing much more quality to the channel. Look at that green Sirocco in the front.
I'll be looking in my mirror for you, yo.
Hey.
Stay close.
What is up with that? Do you see all the textures in the body kit on that thing? Alright. So starting off, we, can we just... Oh, okay, we didn't get that many places, but... Ali Howard, I see him in that Type R. You know, in my opinion, that's probably my least favorite gen of Civic Type R, but it's still a Type R, and as a Honda guy, I gotta appreciate the Type R. So one thing I kind of wanted to talk about throughout this this video is Forza Horizon 5. It's something that is, now that we're approaching almost E3, we're getting, the community at least, is getting a lot more intrigued as to, you know, where the game is going to take place, what the game is going to be like, all of these things. And Forza Horizon 5 is definitely a game that I'm really excited for. You know, if you know my thoughts on Horizon 4, it's a really good game. It's just I don't like it as much as some of the previous games in the series. But Forza Horizon 5 has the potential to really shake things up in the racing game market. Especially if you look at, you know, what the extra power the Xbox Series consoles will bring to the game in terms of SSD tech for much faster load times. That's going to be a huge improvement. And then obviously just graphical capabilities as well, right? I mean, you think about, you know, some of these next-gen games. Like I've been playing Resident Evil Village recently, which is, you know, not a racing game, of course, but the graphics are absolutely just breathtaking in that game. So to see, you know, a proper next generation Horizon game is going to be incredible, and I'm super excited to see what Playground Games will do with Horizon 5. Also, if you saw one of my earlier videos talking about some of the rumors about where Horizon 5 will take place, the current most popular rumor is Mexico. I mean, Japan has been rumored for the past, like, 3 Horizon games, but it hasn't happened yet. Of course, Japan is still a possibility, but it's looking ever so unlikely as Mexico looks to be the spot.
The drivers are starting to talk about you. Way to go, racer boy.
Hell yeah. 520 points to the next wristband. Jeez.
Your style, yo. You got something. Listen up. I got a thing going over at the lot in Carson. You know it? Drop by sometime and we'll see how you drive when there's more than points at stake. You know what I'm saying? And this is between us, okay? Keep it that way.
Alright, well, let's do our first street race. That'll get us some good extra cash.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So yeah, keep going back to the Mexico location for Horizon 5. Mexico, in my opinion, is such a good spot to have Horizon 5 set in. If you just look at how stunning Mexico is, especially with how Playground Games manages to capture their in-game worlds,
You have arrived at
it's gonna be pretty special if Mexico is the spot.
I knew you couldn't resist, yo. This is the scene. The lifeblood behind the surface. Adrenaline junkies getting their fix. They know the real high is when you put it all on the line. Now you been yapping in my ears, bro, over the championships, and I respect that. I do. But what we got right here, it's a different kind of experience. Pink slip. Hey, all or nothing. You ain't never felt a rush like that. Come hang with us whenever you feel the need, yo. That's what you saying, baby. You gonna roll or what?
Man, remember when cinematics were in Forza games? Yeah, miss it.
Hey man, you got my attention. Now you need my respect. Show me what you...
Okay, let's do. Ooh, look at that McLaren in the background. Oh my goodness. Okay, but aside from location when it comes to Horizon 5, I'm also really curious about what other features you guys will think will be in Forza Horizon 5, because it's obviously going to be a huge system seller for Xbox, as they don't really have any, super strong exclusives right now, especially to show off, Xbox's exclusives with the next-gen consoles. And Horizon 4, we all know, is Xbox's prized possession right now in terms of not only just racing game exclusives, but exclusives in general. So Horizon 5 is going to be, they're going to want that game to be really, really good to be able to be a system seller, so that you get an Xbox and you can get Xbox Game Pass and all of that. I personally think, the Forza games, since Horizon 3, have been starting to go a lot more multiplayer focused, which is it's not a bad thing in my opinion. I think that's great, but I think that the games also really do need to save some space for a single player campaign mode, because not everyone likes to play multiplayer all the time. There are times when you just want to hop on, by yourself after work or after school and just play some games, just race some cars, get some grinding done. And without a really good single player campaign, there's not really much motivation to do that. 45 grand from one race. Yeah, that's why we're gonna be doing these straight races. Oh my goodness. So we are on our way now to do the Brembo Midnight Blast. It's a C-Class race and should give us some extra cash to be able to get a brand new car. Okay, so we're going to be using the Sirocco for this one. This should be a, quick little race, get us some extra points to be able to get ever closer to that blue wristband.
Hey, you ever driven 150 down Rhode Island Avenue at night with no lights on? I didn't think so.
Dude, these characters in Horizon 1 are just so good. So, slightly off topic here, but I've been playing Resident Evil Village, and I just finished the game. And don't worry if you haven't played the game yet, and I'm not going to be discussing any spoilers right now. But I just finished the game a couple days ago, and I gotta say, wow. If anyone was worried that single-player games are dead, that game will shut you up, because it has been doing phenomenally well. And that's not even to mention just how good of a game it is. If you are not that into survival horror games, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a horror game, except for there is one section of the game, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is one section in the game that is quite disturbing. If you've played or heard of PT before, this one section is even more disturbing than PT in my opinion, and is worth buying the game alone just to experience this one section of the game. But anyways, I mean, Resident Evil Village, the first half of that game is just enough to sell you that, you know, that $60 full price tag alone. I find the second half of the game, especially the last, you know, 25%, drug like a little too out, a little too far. It was a little too action oriented for me, but that first half, so good. Alright, 300 points to the blue wristband. So I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Episode 4, I don't know when it'll come out because I'm thinking about working on a video on Midnight Club LA and just about, you know, how good that game is, and I haven't really talked about it on this channel, so I've been thinking about doing that. I don't know if I want that video to go up on Sunday, or for that one I might just wait until I have that new PC and I can really spend some dedicated time making that video as good as possible. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you want to see that video on Sunday, or do you want to just, you know, wait an extra week, get the Horizon 4 episode earlier? And yeah, I mean, just let me know what you guys think, right? So let me know in the comments. Do you want to see Horizon episode 4 first, or and take my time on the Midnight Club LA video, or have Midnight Club LA on Sunday and then episode 4 of Horizon on Thursday next week? So yeah, just let me know in the comments which video you'd like to see first, and yeah, I mean, I'll be in the comments replying to you guys as always. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode here, and yeah, alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, guys.